I started an essay at Fat Fro Zone. I worked with Will and Kurt. Some people recommended to me like Jimmy Day and Anthony Brignola, and it was like right where I usually worked out. So I kind of started going in there, and then I shifted over to the Barrington site, and I've been lifting there since like 8th grade. So, well, I'd been like doing speed training since I was like probably 5th, 6th grade. But like when you're weak, it doesn't really make as big of a difference for your speed. You're just learning like technique, and so I wanted to like get another jump in my like physical fitness. So I started lifting, and it like definitely helped a lot. But initially, I was just like working on form and things like that. So it didn't like make a huge impact right away, but I knew that like if I just stayed with it consistently, it would make a big difference. I mean, it definitely helped me build a good foundation going into high school and the gyms there, because form isn't as important in there. My freshman year I played baseball, basketball, and football, and I'd always done well in them in youth, but I was like, going into my freshman year, I was actually one of the smallest kids on the team, like not very tall, very like lanky, and pretty slow, and just less physically mature than most of my friends. And I made the B team for all 3 sports, and it was like extremely demeaning because I always thought of myself as a good athlete, and I'd always done well, and I just felt like they were overlooking me because I was like smaller and just a little like weaker. And so I kind of just started to like put more time into the weight room, and also it helped me really build a sense of confidence when I was seeing myself improve daily and getting like stronger and like bigger, and it helped my speed a lot as well. And I mean, by my sophomore year, I started on the sophomore team, and I was making improvements, and then shifting into my junior year, that was like that off season, and going into my junior year, I made like a lot of improvements, and I was starting to actually like put up a little bit of weight. And I mean, it allowed me to start for football as a junior, which I went from B team quarterback to starting cornerback my junior year. So it was a big shift. But I mean, without the training, like getting a lot stronger, I would not have been fast enough to like been playing out on the field, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, one of the biggest things that like helped me was just like squat. I squatted a lot since I've been going here, and I mean, I saw like a lot of gains in my strength in my squat and deadlift as well. And I felt like where I noticed it on the field really was when like I was playing corner and they were trying to block me, and I could just like push back really hard with my legs, and then I would and my back was also relatively strong, so I just like chuck them to the side. And that like being able to do that with like kids that were a lot bigger than me allowed me to like play with kids that were really they were stronger upper body wise, but I was able to like push back on them and like use my leverage well. So I mean, I think the squat was like the biggest thing that went up. Like, I mean, I think I remember like coming in here and squatting, like my max was 60 kilos, and that was a big thing for me in like 8th grade. And I mean, I've gotten up to 160 for 2 now. So I mean, I've seen a lot of jumps in that, and I mean, just my deadlift as well has improved a lot. Well, initially, I can't remember exactly what I was deadlifting when I was in 8th grade, but now I'm on the trap bar. I did 500 pounds. Mainly the environment, because I feel like everyone here, whether it's like me lifting with little kids or it's with adults, I feel like everyone's supporting each other, and also they like really just want everyone else to just do their best, and no one's like bringing each other down. I feel like in the weight room at the high school, like everyone kind of has a low-key, like a little bit of a, like they want to be the best, and they want to put everyone else down. And so like people are kind of ego lifting and like just doing things that like aren't very smart, and that's where people are getting hurt in the weight room. But here everyone's just like focused on themselves, but they're also supporting each other. So it's a good environment regardless of the age group that I'm working out with.